Hi, honey.
Hello.
My honey bunny. My habibi. Bosalam Abu Ayali. Can you sign that? So this is one of the ideas that I have for my podcast. Welcome. Noor till el podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Always coming to my rescue. So yeah, every person who comes, they sign it. And then in the end, when I glue them together and put them in my memory book, it'll have all the signatures of the people who honored me with their presence on my podcast. It's small, I know. No problem. Thank you.
Welcome.
Let me put it back.
It has to be pink, huh?
It has to be pink. You know that. So this is the picture. The show that we are working on. It's our silent little statement. Did you see this yet? I think I showed it to you, right?
Yes.
With all the little...
It's nice.
That's our hands.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we took the picture? You're like, what? So, and then I added olive tree, candle of hope, olive tree branch for peace, the watermelon, we know, and then...
And the key.
And the key. And the pattern, what is it called? Kofia. And then there's an old stamp in the corner over there, original Palestine. Yeah, so that's on my thing. We do that. So this is feeling weird.
Is it supposed to be like this in the end, Daddy?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like in the end. So we'll work on that. Because the idea of the puzzle was to keep people busy and people just be themselves and forget that we're here and it helps with our mind because, we're at that age where we're trying to avoid getting Alzheimer's and dementia and brain fog and all that stuff. So puzzles really keep you smart and keep your neurons going. So that's why I chose a puzzle. But yeah, it's going to be a long time before we probably finish this, maybe a few guests in. So, this is feeling weird. It's weird because, you're my husband, you're a guest, but it's like a different face on. Like you're seeing me in my element. Like if I were to go hang out with you at your job all day long, I would see you as a completely different person, managing all those people and dealing. It's a different mode. But it's kind of weird because it's like a mask is coming off on me. I feel really weird. I was like last night, I woke up really early this morning and then I went back to sleep because I was like, this is kind of nervous. This is kind of weird. Like what kind of questions? Because we're very private people. We're not one of those people.
Oh, especially me.
Yeah, especially, we don't put it all out there. But at the same time, it's nice too because you have been with me more than half of my life. Imagine. Life sentence you've done.
Mashallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah more.
Inshallah. But you've done a life sentence
I
with
know.
no parole.
مفروض أطلع أنا. مفروض كده jail card or something.
Yes. Omar's like, what's going on? Those weirdos. So, yeah. So you've been with me more than half of my life. We've grown together as individuals. We've shared different phases of our personality and raising our kids. Inshallah, Allah habdam.
Inshallah.
And we're going to join that thing with Sanctuary, Shunu Surak, where it's about the couples. Remember the...
Oh, yeah, there was في مفروض shoot.
Yeah, like in 2 weeks, I think. And so, that has had me reflecting a lot, like, Shunu Surak, like, what is your guys' secret of success to balancing out business and work and marriage? And especially nowadays, we're living in a society where a lot of unfortunate people's situations change very rapidly, and the statistics are getting higher and higher every year of the amount of marriages that don't work out, unfortunately. And there's so many, we're not going to talk politics or religion or anything, but there's so many variables of why that's happening with these generations, after us. marriage is hard work.
It is very hard. Two different personalities coming together, so
Yeah.
you have to find common ground.
Yeah. And then add on top of that, we're from two different parts of the world. So we got two different cultures going on. But alhamdulillah, the foundation for us was, I mean, for a lot of the followers or viewers right now, they're not going to know this because this is the number one question I always get ever since, especially with this situation happening, the watermelon situation. Did you become Muslim when you got to Kuwait or when you met your husband? And that's like the general assumption for Westerners married to Arab men that, you know, we become Muslim because after meeting our husband and marriage. But for me, that was not the case. You found me already Muslim. And that'll be a journey for another episode because a lot of people are asking about that. So
Yeah, I gave you that idea before. I told you,
yeah,
try this one.
Yeah, it's so personal though, so I feel shy.
So you can use parts what you need.
Yeah.
Or what can you use?
People are genuinely curious.
Yes.
They want to know on if it helps
Just
anyone.
call it who's party and interview yourself. You
Yeah.
sit here something شوية وهني شوية.
Interview myself. I'll let Omar ask me the questions.
I can come ask you the questions.
Yeah, okay.
Make that happen. Make it look like you're talking to yourself.
Well,
With
that's
the
an
editing?
idea.
Yeah. So, yeah. And so that, I believe, that was one of the secrets to success is that foundation of Islam. And we are both at the same. It's gone up and down. You know, there's moments where you're more religious than I am. And there's more, in the 25 years, we're growing as individuals and becoming more mature adults. We were young when we got married. But that foundation was there. And we wanted to build a family on that foundation and build a life around that. And so we took a lot of steps. You know, I think one of the best steps that we took together, and I enjoy it, and I hope that our kids take after us, is when we both decided that we were only going to eat meat from restaurants that were certified halal when we were still in the States. And then we brought that, and then we came to Kuwait, and we didn't have to worry about anything, but we could eat anything, which was such a relief for two foodies. We love food. We got to talk about our weight loss journey. But we carry that with us when we travel.
Yes.
And I'm very proud of that. And I'm glad that we set the example for our kids. So those kind of life things, because we have the same foundation, or when we want to add extra fasting stuff or learning as we're growing spiritually, a lot of stuff we've done together. And I've really enjoyed that. I really appreciate that. Especially you being a native speaker and being able to research and stuff, you know? You've been able to teach me a lot. He's quiet.
Yes, she said everything. Yani.
So this is him. I'm the extrovert, he's the introvert.
She's the one who
We're going to cut that.
I'm the quiet one.
We're going to cut that.
No.
So, and another secret is making sure you marry somebody the opposite of you.
Yes, and one keeps talking and one keeps listening. That's what it is. No.
What do you think is one of our foundation things?
No, it's the same what you said. It's because we started. The beginning was not. It wasn't about the looks. It wasn't about.
Yeah.
We both in the same
But
level.
I was a ketkuta, and you were handsome.
Okay, 25 years ago. Now
We're still
كركوتة ما في شعر.
I like
كله
it.
because of you.
No.
Yeah.
I like it.
And so when we started in the beginning, it wasn't about the looks. It was about that we were in the same level. It's not just مو بس the religion and everything يعني حتى. And we were the opposite in other things. So it's just like it's a mismatch.
Opposites attract.
Yes.
It's a blending.
One is quiet and one.
With like food and movies.
We always liked food.
And movies.
Oh yeah, we still do that.
Yeah, we still
25 years later, we do that.
Foodies and movies.
We will go.
Marvel. We would stay in line.
Oh yeah,
The
for
Star
the open
Wars
for
for
Star
like
Wars, we stayed the night
3
for
hours.
Yes, my friend, he gave us seats after 3 hours after we stayed in line. Yeah, I remember my Moroccan
Yeah.
friend.
So we're like movie.
We're like food. And we will go. We were broke.
He's like trying to include Omar.
Yeah, we would book,
Yeah.
but we would still drive to another city to find
For a
some
meal,
new restaurant,
restaurant.
some restaurant that sell halal food. And we like new experience,
We'd like
especially
explore.
for food. يعني. بعد شنو؟ And our kids,
Family.
you know, it's just when we came to Kuwait, you know, in the beginning we had, of course, we had the problems, Mom. But you blended in with my family.
Yeah.
And my mom, especially
Yeah.
my mom, she liked you.
Allah يشافيها ويحفظها.
Inshallah, Allah yashfiha.
She's the mom I never had. I have a biological mom, God rest her soul, but your mom raised me for the last 25 years. I came here a young bride.
Yeah.
She taught me a lot.
The first thing she learned is cooking. You liked her cooking too much, so you learned
Yes.
the way she cooks.
It's hard watching
Allah
her grow
yashfiha,
old.
inshallah.
Yeah.
And you got along with my sisters.
Yeah. Best
Which
friends.
I thought it's going to be hard in
Those
the
are the
beginning.
horror stories, right?
Yes. بعدين الحمد لله.
Alhamdulillah, mashallah.
Our kids are friends now. They're cousins. Yeah, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Inshallah.
But it all started with alhamdulillah. We're not religious. We're still not
Yeah.
at the level يعني إن شاء
We're
الله we get
spiritual.
better.
Inshallah, ya Rab.
The basis كان religion هو
Yes. And I'm very glad that I'm, inshallah, growing old with you.
إن شاء الله.
You were my best friend. I mean, we were friends before we dated and dated a very short time and then decided that's it. We want to get married. You were my best friend, classmate and best friend. Like, there were no masks. We were completely honest with each other about everything from A to Z. And we maintained that pretty much through the relationship. We go through phases, and I think we have handled that, what they call that midlife crisis. We've handled it quite well, where we're watching other people spiraling down. We've handled it well. We're growing together. I think Corona, being home, I think it was good for our marriage.
I know
And our family.
other people they've suffered during Corona.
Yeah,
We
were
didn't,
chilling,
alhamdulillah,
hanging out.
Yeah.
It's nice.
We will we will go to the Jam'iyah.
Yes.
ماكو شيء to do, just try to find something that we don't have because sitting home.
There was nothing to do. Alhamdulillah. But if you were to describe yourself, like, who is Uthman now? And just, you know, like somebody's interviewing you, how would you describe yourself?
Okay. Uthman, who is Uthman? Uthman. Well, Uthman زمان who's trying to be good for his family, good for his, you know, I like work. You call me a workaholic.
Yeah,
I don't like to miss work days, and
I know.
حتى
Thank you
فمسك
for coming to do the podcast.
Yes, I had to
It
take
means a lot to
permission.
me.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to be better in everything, and especially in my
God,
religion. I
Yeah.
had one here too. I think this is it.
Okay.
Or no, it looks like. And more in the future, what is in the future for me? I'm a quiet man. I don't have a lot of. Yeah, I like to give new ideas. This is my thing. Is I come up with new ideas, but like you say, they never follow up.
Yeah.
But I want to invent something or some business for this. Is just I'll give you the ideas and you go deal with it. I just give you the main idea.
Over the years, you've come up with so many ideas, and then we'll see it like invented somewhere else, or if we've traveled to another. I mean, so many. I mean, I think the biggest one that has stuck in my head, it's like there's the unseen are running around taking notes and then giving the idea to somebody else. But great minds have great ideas. And then some people just follow through on that. It's like, remember the change machine? Now, that was not a thing at all in the 90s.
It was 90 something,
Hey.
yes.
And then they gave
around
you
the
the
2000,
exact change.
I went with my dad in 2010 to Texas when we went to Houston, Texas, and I saw the machine there, and it was like, this is my idea. This is one of my ideas.
Yes.
So
Yeah, well, engineer mind, honey. You come up with inventions, you see solutions. So yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I that is a gift that could be developed in some kind of business. I don't know what I know about food and spices, but we'll have to talk to Walid, Asia's husband.
والله ممكن, yeah.
Yeah,
He knows how
then
to
work on
get these
that.
things out, yeah. For me, maybe.
Yeah, and kind of pull it out of you. So where do you see yourself happily as my husband, of course?
Inshallah.
Where do you see yourself after you retire? My intention, you know how I'm doing this new thing with our spiritual group at Sanctuary, and we have to write in our manifestations, intentions and stuff, our journaling. I write in there almost every day, and that we get an opportunity that you get to retire early.
Inshallah.
I know that you're not planning to because you have
My personality.
not just your personality, you do, your personality too. That's why I say opportunity, meaning something to replace work, but also, our kids are okay. Like you said, you're a simple man, you don't have a lot, and I'm a simple lady. I'm not one of those ladies that like to spend, I still get excited over Mahamid and Sujuma.
You do?
I'm not embarrassed of it. I'm not embarrassed at all. I love flea markets and finding great deals, and I love recycling and using items that, have been pre-loved. That's just who I am, a hippie at heart. But if the opportunity presents itself and you don't have to have that financial responsibility and you find something that keeps you busy, from being a workaholic to a busyholic and something else that you love, where do you see yourself when you retire? Like, doing what? Are you in Kuwait? Are you outside of Kuwait?
Never outside Kuwait. This is one point. I don't see. Yeah, maybe for vacation or something.
Yeah.
For a few days. Well, you too. You don't like to be outside of Kuwait.
When I
more
take
than
those long
after
vacations.
1 week, خلاص, I have to come back home.
I know. I'm so used to.
So this is my dream, to have, let's say, something overseas, not one country, different country. Let's say, مثلا, my dream is to have something in Europe, anywhere in Europe, Switzerland or something,
Okay.
and Italy, and somewhere by Turkey, and maybe Egypt, something, and during, and having my, I'm not sure yet, but I have an idea. It's a concept of something. These, when you want to build your house, you go to these consultants or whatever you want to call them to make the design and just make the design. I'm not interested in finishing, doing the work. Just give you your design and you go.
Yeah.
This is my dream, but I want to do it some in a different way, not the usual way, the Kuwait. I want to do it in, like, let's say you want your design, I will show it to you. Let's say you come in a room made for, I will show your design, let's say, in the wall, and we have a projector or something. I want to show you, I want you to live inside your house before you start living it.
Yeah.
Let's say you do room
So you
by
can
room.
feel it. Yeah, like a virtual
So this is
walkthrough.
my dream for
That sounds cool.
before or when I retire. I want
on
you to
this.
see where you can live.
Yeah.
Say design. You have living room, your bedroom.
Yeah.
Even your bathrooms. If you have one swim pool, what's the swim pool? What's the depth?
Yeah.
So I want to have an office, or you want to say, or that will make these designs for you to live your house before you start building your dream house.
To get the experience, like a virtual
Yes,
experience.
so I will be busy in this house, in this office, and we'll take some vacations here, there, you and me. No
Aw.
kids.
No kids.
No kids.
You're done with the kids.
Enough with the kids. Don't take anyone anywhere anymore. خلاص.
Mama Bear's coming out. Mama Bear's coming out.
No.
Like the Hulk.
خلي ماما بير حقك.
It's so hard. It's been for the mom. It is hard for both, but a mom to let go and let her kids grow up and be their own personality.
They didn't want to go anywhere with us anymore.
I know.
You
and
know
it's
that.
hard. It's so hard for me.
No, they're grown, honey. خلاص.
These are the ones that slept in my bed. If they get hurt, if somebody hurts their feelings.
Now you tell them, let's go out. They don't want to go out with us. Move, travel with us. They don't want to go out with us.
Just bring me back coffee.
Yes,
bring me
that's
back
it.
hamburger.
Food, yeah, get me food and coffee, and that's it.
It's hard. It was a part of my identity for 20 years, honey.
خلاص, you have to start, let go. Inshallah, soon they will get married.
Just like
and we will be grandparents.
I want to be a grandparent.
Yeah, I've seen babies.
Have you seen
everywhere?
how everywhere
Everywhere.
we're walking.
Yes.
You know, it's so weird. Really, you got to see what every time we're hanging out at like avenues or something.
Babies come to us.
Babies are just walking up to us, complete strangers. Little babies with their little kishas and so cute.
So
there's a baby in the future,
inshallah.
Not ours.
No, no more.
I'm turning 50 next week.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Sharika mutzakkir.
Yes.
But yeah, I want to be a grandparent. I want to be a grandparent with Saha Wafia. Like, I want to be the grandparent that takes them out, spoils them.
Well, this needs to be soon, inshallah. Inshallah.
No, what's wrong? We're healthy. We're matching on our...
Yeah.
How's that going with you?
See, in the beginning, the first day we got the patches, remember we received them around noon, 11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I have the video.
We just took them out and we looked where they go. We didn't even know.
I didn't sleep that night.
And we didn't sleep, both of us. We stayed there. I went to work without sleeping.
Zombie mode.
But after that, we know the timing that you have to remove some of them.
Yeah, your body adjusts to it.
So the first thing is that energy. It's not just the energy. I had, it's not constant. It comes and goes, pain in my knee. Remember, always I complain about my left knee. And I feel when I put the eye on my left knee, it
relaxes the inflammation.
Yes, and it feels better. And the one more thing, I'm clear head. It's better.
The brain fog.
Yes. And yesterday, I haven't seen my friends for a while, maybe 2 months,
Oh, when you went to Donia last night?
Yes.
Yeah, you've been going to Donia.
And they would tell me you look younger.
Yeah. Everybody's been saying that.
Yes, so you don't see yourself looking younger.
No, because you're looking at yourself
other
daily.
people, you have to not see them for a while.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen them for almost 2 months now.
Yeah.
About the time we started using the pad.
It's been 4 months now, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. It's been 4 months.
Yeah, I ordered 2 months ago. Okay,
Yeah.
but you didn't order for me.
We've been using it 4 months exactly.
Really? MashaAllah. Time flies. They would tell me what you're doing, you look younger. My friends, there are 2 parts. One of them are the healthy, my best friend is the doctor, he's a ophthalmology. He's a crazy athlete until now. He plays football. MashaAllah. I keep him for his family. He came to me and said, you look different. What are you doing? Making more sports? I was like, no, I'm just walking my normal walks.
Yeah, you're more
nothing.
active. Yeah. You're not like a
So
sports.
what is it? He's one of these people. I told him and I gave him the site for the patches. And he said he will research. He's one of these people. He doesn't take word of mouth.
Yes, like me, he has to research.
He لازم يفتح and look through everything, then
make a decision.
And the other part of my friends, I have 2-3 of them like this way and 2-3. Isa. Allah يشفيه إن شاء الله. He's my best friend. هو Khalid. Yesterday he didn't come, so we tried to call him 2-3 times, and he said he's preparing. He's going to some. I know I'm coming off the subject.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, the healthy bunch and the non-healthy bunch, and they both were telling me, you look different, and I think this is from the patches.
Yeah, and healthy eating and our smoothie.
Of course, my stomach was not fixed. Remember, I had problems.
Your whole life.
All my life with my stomach. When I started drinking the smoothie,
became regular schedule.
And now it's better with I think the patches too.
Help it too, yeah. Those pathways.
And
It's,
my brain is just, you know me, I
digesting.
used to forget everything.
Now you're remembering stuff.
It's very, and
Can't
I
use that to my advantage anymore.
yeah, not just you, I realized, but they were taking advantage of me being forgetful, and they will do something, then they go, no, I didn't say that, oh, I didn't do that.
Now you
Because they
remember.
know I won't remember. But now I'm catching them because,
Bo Salim's on.
yes. So I think these patches are working.
Yeah, they open your
They're doing
neural
something.
pathways. They are.
Exactly.
And what is amazing, I mean, it's not an episode about them, but what is amazing is that there's no medicine on or anything. It just helps our own pathways, stimulate them, optimize the atmosphere within our body to do the stuff that God designed it to do. And you see it with time getting better and better because those signal pathways. I'll have to make an episode. I'm going to get Ibrahim on here. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He
We'll get
will
Ibrahim
talk
on here.
to you about
And the smoothies. How are you? Like, I know you always tell me I'm proud of you and stuff and, wishing me success. But did you ever envision that this journey now has been 4 years with the smoothies or since I took the class with the lupus doctor
Yes.
and taught me this? I never imagined that I'd be making a business out of it.
Me neither, but
It just...
I always tell you, you have the knowledge.
Yeah.
And I think, for me, what I see you doing, something like this, not just making the smoothies, go on stage, مثلا, let's say a TED Talk, talking about all the knowledge you know. Yeah. From what I see in all the groups that I'm in with you,
Yeah.
when they ask you a question, you answer the question with, oh, this research says, and
Yeah.
this research says, and this
That's
research
what
says.
I like to read research.
You have all this information, and I think the best way for you is to give this information. Okay, get paid doing this because you didn't collect all this information for free. It's time.
Yeah.
And you went to many classes doing this.
Yeah.
And it's not
I'm
free.
trying
It
to
was
heal
not
myself
free.
from the lupus.
Yes. So you got all this knowledge from
Yeah.
different things. المشكلة you're not specialized in one subject.
I was talking about that
Food,
with Asya.
smoothies.
She's like, you're a researcher. And I'm like, I am a researcher, but I realized something about I'm a connector more than I'm a researcher.
This
I
is what
connect it.
the best thing in you. You connect things together that other people. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You need to spread your knowledge through the years and how you connect points together. Two different things have nothing to do with each other,
But
and
I make
somehow
them
you make them connected.
Because I'm crazy. Inshallah. Oh, our daughter. You got a message from our oldest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she's all into this stuff. She's smart too. She has a lot of knowledge too. She needs to do something with that. She's a
Keep
walking
telling her.
encyclopedia.
I see these people who have these channels, YouTube,
Yeah.
TikTok, and they talk about
She's
history,
the best
history,
of both worlds of you and me.
history, and I see her there.
Because she's analytical like you. I'm a researcher and I can make connections
What
with
she needs to just calm down, شوية. She goes in details too much. People get bored. But she have all these. She likes this
Mashallah.
literature, the English, whatever,
Everything.
and Queen
She-
Victoria, وما أدري منو.
Yeah, she's got all that stuff memorized. The dates, the family
And she have
members.
this crazy information about medicine.
Useless medicine.
Yeah, she will tell you.
So you go first or I go first? So for the guys, everybody's watching right now. Our eldest daughter, 21, she gave surprise questions. So what I'm doing, so for every episode, there's like an element of like 10 minutes of questions, either from the people or somehow it's some new way of different kinds of raw kinds of questions. We got to get Omar in on that. He was helping me with the questions last time. So our daughter I have not seen the questions she sent you that you're supposed to ask me. And you have not seen the questions. So to keep it raw, keep it interesting. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
Okay, I will start with
The questions from Noor?
Noor, yes.
My new. Wait, I want to read this to you real quick. All the roads you can only know the distance and twists and turns when you step on it. Dare to take the first step and stick to it as a kind of self-confidence and courage. So I got this from one of my detox programs. with the ladies, and I keep this in my book because
Again. Can we read it?
yeah,
All the rules you can only know.
for making the
The
podcast,
list
it's
and
getting
twists and turns
stepping
when you
into
step
confidence, and you know
there
me.
to take the first step.
It's been a long journey
Let's
with
take
my
that.
confidence.
It is a kind of sense. I remember you. You won't go. You will talk to 1,000 people, but as soon as you put any camera, you won't.
Shut down.
Yes, I remember now. MashaAllah, look at you.
Hi. I was made for the camera. No, I do get anxiety, but that's why when trying to figure out the podcast was I going to talk about nutrition?
You were going to do the podcast
Lupus.
years ago.
Yeah, it's been before it even turned into a video thing because I'm okay.
Maybe you can have an episode about lupus and how.
I will, yeah.
No, that's just you,
definitely.
yeah. In general. But
Yeah, and there's some ladies that also have it diagnosed, so I think we're going to do like a group podcast about that.
Well, you can do that.
And that's why it was so hard to figure out, and it just, if anything that I learned, hanging out with those like-minded ladies with the business club at Sanctuary, I learned to stop waiting for it to be perfect. And this is something Nunu does too. She took it after me. We just waiting for the right moment. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. Instead of just having the courage, like this says, and self-confidence, and just go for it. And that's why doing this podcast was totally out of my comfort zone. Was really nervous about it, but I said I want to showcase the people in my life the last 25 years here in Kuwait, and that way I'm comfortable because it's a real conversation and I don't have to stick to a certain topic. If it comes up naturally, it comes up naturally because there's so many topics, my crazy rabbit holes and conspiracy theories. So yeah,
always watching.
That's today's
The
theme.
conspiracy theory. Yeah.
I will show that on the camera. Okay, what's your questions? Oh, what kind of questions? Let's see if she gets fed today or not.
I'll get her some food. Yeah.
Of course you do. All the time, spoiling them.
One milestone.
Am I Hitler, Mom?
Oh yeah, big time.
You didn't even pause.
It's the truth.
You didn't even pause.
Yeah, you short.
I'm cutting
I will say
that.
short.
Napoleon
You
was
even-
short
yes.
and Hitler was short.
Exactly.
And we
That's
were-
why you're Hitler.
We're rulers.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You didn't even pause for that.
You ask.
I'm not asking more questions. Cut. Cut.
Mafi. Don't delete that. I have to keep this.
You're going to cut that part. Anything that doesn't make me look like the unicorn that I am.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Unicorn
Question
with,
number one, I'm
with
ready.
big horns. The unicorn.
We have unicorn. It's called unicorn. One horn.
Well, you have 10. One milestone you want to achieve.
This is for me to answer?
Yes.
One milestone I want to achieve? Like the next one or just one of the many?
Just one. Any.
Publish my book before 2025 comes out. Before January. From now to January.
Inshallah. And what is
Inshallah.
this book about?
I have no idea. I've got three things I've been working on. Life story, nutrition and spices, or my whole vampire weird super phenomenon.
It's too complicated to add in one book.
No,
It
it's
doesn't-
three
I know,
different-
I know, but
I have
it was
three different
easier
stuff.
for you to put them all together, but they don't
No,
match. My sir.
How am I going to put vampires with
Yes,
spices?
my sir.
Well, vampires sound like
Vampires
garlic.
with-
I could do that. No, that one I think is just my own.
You can do vampire story, spices, curry. Whatever. No.
So yeah, that's gonna inshallah. That's my milestone for by January 2025.
Inshallah. Happiest memory in the last 25 years.
Happiest memory in the last 25 years. Going twice to Umrah.
And then,
And
what is
seeing-
your next one you want to do?
Hajj, inshallah. I put my name, but it didn't come up yet, so inshallah next year. Hajj, yeah. Seeing the Kaaba because of my dream, and that'll be another episode of my dream I had since I was a kid. Seeing the Kaaba live in front of me.
Your dream.
Yeah. So, that was two of the happiest moments of my life of being there, because there's a lot of people that don't get to go, and it's literally next door.
Inshallah.
Hajj, inshallah.
Inshallah.
You're already a Haji. I'm married to a Haji. Haji Bosalim. Yeah, I should call you Haji. That's what I'm gonna call you. Instead of Honey Bunny.
No one does that anymore.
No more, right? I miss that. You used to. It used to be a clout. It used to be status.
Well, we used to say Haji to everybody who's old.
Yeah, I got mad at a cop once when he called me Hajia. No, sorry, he called me Khalti. I was getting a ticket.
And now everybody call me Ammi.
It doesn't feel weird.
I have an interview for a new engineer.
How does that feel?
He called me Ammi.
I got the first few years when it started happening, and I was like,
I'm old.
I'm getting old. Shit.
Yeah, dude, he was
Khalti.
born late 90s or something. Yes, late 90s.
You told me that the other day. You're like,
98,
I interviewed somebody who was
99,
born in they're 30, and I was like, what?
Something like this. And he called me
1991, and they're already in their 30s.
during the interview. He told me, Ammi. I'm like, I'm gonna jump on you and choke you قدام.
We are young.
But he was being polite.
We're young and bold.
They don't see us.
We're aging gracefully.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. We work on our inside. We work on our outside.
But because alhamdulillah, أهم شيء inside.
Allah gives us that
Alhamdulillah.
energy, that God vibe, to the noor, to continue to, inshallah, do good stuff, and help people when we can, and that's the whole purpose, to give you the health so you can worship abundantly your creator. That's the goal. I mean, the more I give to my religion, like, for example, praying on time, I wasn't, it's just been the last few years that it's a big thing for me. We progress, as in our religion. And even seeing the cats come and wait for me on the sujadah, subhanAllah, the more I give into those little things and just more mindful of my religion and like timing my life around prayer, or making sure that I'm dressed in a way that I can pray anytime, anywhere, things like that have changed as I've grown into, the woman that God has designed me to be. The younger I feel, the better I look, and the more just, unicorn stuff, like love, like, I don't know. I see it. And everybody I meet who has a spiritual side to them, no matter what their religion or their culture is, online or in person, the foreigners that I know here, when you let God into your life, you look and feel better, because you have a purpose. Your ultimate purpose is ibadah, is to worship your creator. So when you find those elements and you're doing it, you get rewarded, because then you get to continue your worship and your praising and your remembrance of Allah, which are things, and asking for forgiveness. Those are the things that He loves. That's why when we get sick, my lupus, God made me sick for a reason.
I remember these days.
Yeah, to bring me close to Him and back to Him in ways that I never even ventured, before. So that was question number 3, right?
2.
Oh, how many are there?
5.
How they get it good?
Yes, I know. بدي أنا. Not your job. What is your favorite restaurant? And your order in that restaurant?
My favorite restaurant and my order. That is hard. I am such a foodie.
I know. I hope she didn't put the same question for me. Too many. Well, you don't have to.
Depends on my mood.
Yeah, I know. You have times that I want this.
Yeah.
بعدين خلاص, you have enough of it. You don't want to eat it for a while.
Definitely our friend from Mimi Curry. I got to get him on here.
Oh yeah, I hate that. That will be a fun episode.
Yeah, definitely Mimi Curry is in my top 3. It's my comfort food for me. So we gotta get him on here.
I love mimi curry.
Yes.
But now I can't eat it.
I know, because order the ones without cheese.
But it's not nice. It's not the same.
So, for my followers, Ethman found out he is lactose intolerant at the ripe age of 45. And he loves cheese and ice cream and anything, milk chocolate.
Vanilla, anything vanilla. Now I can't eat nothing.
So Miskeen, our foodie adventures have shoya been hindered. Adi, it's better for you. I'm in denial. I'm not lactose intolerant, but I have a lactose or dairy sensitivity. I'm so addicted to cheese. So restaurant. Right now, Mimi Curry's in the top 3. Gosh, that's so hard. Right now, I would have to say it is the place that we go to when we sneak in and want to spoil ourselves with seafood at the hotel.
Can we say the name of the place?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Muhallab.
This place.
Palms Hotel, yes.
This is, for me, this is a buffet of
seafood.
A table for kings and queens. And gub or samek or riyan وكل شيء وعيش وكل شيء.
Everything. بعدين chai.
Where are we going to go eat after this podcast?
I have no idea. Choose. Hungry.
I'm hungry too. But by the time we get done, we'll be our thingy.
It will be about
yeah, intermittent fasting. So yeah, that is Muhallab. What is it called? Muhallab?
Muhallab, yeah.
The seafood place. I love that place. That is, to me, top. What about you?
For me, if you want to put it in top 3 or something like this, restaurant, not all the food, just a restaurant.
The restaurant and your favorite food.
From that restaurant.
From that restaurant. What did she say, menu or something?
Yeah, if you want to put top 3, I like Irani food. All, يعني, overall. But I like this. Well, our restaurant closed.
Pineapple and kiwi.
I drink some. Our restaurant closed down now after, I don't know. I've been going there since I was born. But
Baba Tahir?
Yes.
Is it closed?
I don't know every time I go, it's closed.
I would be so sad.
I checked their Instagram. طبعا they haven't been there.
Posting.
Nothing. And
it's not far from here. Let's go check it out and we'll see.
Google. I went last week.
Closed, huh?
Closed. Nothing there.
That was in my top 3 too.
So I like the new restaurant. I don't know the name.
Yeah. So Irani food. I don't know the name. I can never remember the name.
I can't remember the name, but you know the one I'm talking about.
I like
new
it.
Vibe to it. I like the vibe in the restaurant too. Food.
We got to open our Instagram account with all the restaurants we've been to.
My idea.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
We gotta work on that.
Yeah, okay, we have all these pictures and videos. We just
over the years, even some of the restaurants have closed.
Yeah, we just have to put them in.
Oh, well,
get the idea started. I know.
We gotta find somebody and we gotta dig up. But yeah, we have so many.
We need somebody.
Who loves
you need
food.
to talk. هو هذا المشكلة and the thing. We can't just put the picture and put
no.
that. You need somebody. Oh, we're in the
narrate it.
Where is the
we
location?
We need Morgan Freeman.
Oh yeah. Now, whatever AI you can use his name. You can use AI to do this.
One of my friends I just saw on today, Riham. Somebody used her photo of a video and then made an AI generated voice, and it sounds like her voice in Arabic, promoting something that she's not promoting. I was like, and so she put it out there and she's like, ladies, please report this. It's not even me. I didn't do this. And I'm like, I messaged her and I'm like, is this AI? And she's like, yeah, it says in there in Arabic. And I was like, I didn't read it this morning. What the hell? That is scary.
Yeah.
It looks like her. So they took an old, I guess that's
video
how AI works. They take something.
Photo or something.
How's that work?
They can do it in the same video. It doesn't matter anymore.
You just run.
Her lips were moving as what?
Yes.
And it was her voice.
Yes.
That's some scary shit.
All they need is a 30-second clip of your voice, and they can make a model. They can say whatever they want.
That is scary shit. I don't like that.
And it's super easy now. Like I can literally whip it up in 5 minutes.
I don't like that. I'm too old.
Let's do that.
No, I'm having like Terminator, I'll be back vibes. That's how old I am. That's how old I am.
So, what we were, yeah, I mean, do we continue after the question?
Yeah, yeah.
You asked me.
I'm like that. I'm a squirrel. I do that.
Satna.
What's your So you said the Irani food.
Yeah, and Mimi curry.
Okay. Yalla. What's the next question?
The next question.
But what's your favorite meal? Like your dish?
So, in Mimi curry is, what is it called? Monster. Mimi Monster.
The lactose intolerant.
Yes. You asked me what is my favorite one. This is my favorite one.
Okay, and at the Irani?
That's called chalu kebab. It's just rice with kebab and that's it.
You're making me hungry, dude.
We can go eat after.
We have
inshallah.
to go eat, inshallah. Okay, next question.
Dream farm. I don't know. What is your dream farm?
Oh, my dream farm is magical herbs and all the annoying chilies in the world.
You can cut that.
I couldn't. Ain't nobody gonna know what that means except for the people who know me. Do you know what that means? Magical herbs. You see, Omar doesn't know what that means. That's my dream farm.
Best magic time when.
Oh, okay. I was stuck on those two ingredients. I have obviously somewhere where we can have that kind of farm. But no, I can't see myself living outside Kuwait, to be honest with you. This is my home. I've been here half of my life. A lot of people are shocked when I say that. I have no desire to go back to America, especially after this November coming up with the elections. I'm just like, I keep saying I'm not going to talk about politics, but it keeps creeping up. No desire to go back to the States. I want to visit. I want to take the kids. We got to plan that one day.
Bad, take the kids. Bad.
Yeah.
I just said no kids, and now you want to take them.
I got to show them, at least visit my hometown.
I wonder why we didn't go all these years. Yeah.
Oh, so many reasons why. Broke, kids.
Yeah, in the beginning
I
we
brought
were
4
both
kids in 5 years. And then
Very
we were
busy.
studying.
Mm-hmm.
And then business. Being broke in between.
But
It's
it's been a few
expensive.
years we could have taken them. Man.
And the
Never
times
have
that we
time.
have a choice to go somewhere, I want to go explore somewhere new. I've never had the desire to go home and explore.
I always
wanna
ask
go to
myself,
new
why?
place.
25 years. Yeah, I went to the US after I came back, man. 25 years ago, I went once for my dad.
Allah
That's it.
yarhamah.
Allah rahmah. Rahmatullah alayhi. So, the kids, they want. I want to go to the shop. I want to
do.
take them California, but مو لازم درست. I don't care
I
about
want
the
to
rest of
visit
this
all
day.
of it.
I want to show them California, which is.
I want to farm in Kuwait, actually.
Well, you can't have your magical herbs in there.
I know. I can just pretend.
Make believe.
Make believe. I can't imagine being anywhere else. I just can't. Like, I want to be able to eat freely. It's a language I understand here. I love Turkey, but they don't speak.
And you can't stay there for a long time.
No, I feel like I had a
me.
farm. Yeah, I want somewhere that it's a home because I want chickens and my cats, my 10 cats. And I want some outside dogs, nice, gentle golden retrievers. I want
Oh yeah,
a
we need to
cow,
talk about that. The
chickens,
10 cats.
my 10 cats. And then, yeah, that's my dream farm. I want to do something where people can come and do like a detox and retreat, and I cook for them. And then they're in the middle of the corn doing yoga or something. That I used to talk with Mazen about that. But instead of corn, it was magical herbs. But I'm making it PG right now. And we even the name was Bacon Wake. Danny, wake up for breakfast, bake.
And bake.
That was the name.
أنتم مشكلة حتى dreams.
That was like 10 years ago. So I know I've grown, I've matured. That's not my dream anymore. But yeah, it's there. Farm has always been there. It's just been different versions of the farm.
Yeah, you always said you want.
Yes. And you know, subhanAllah, because that was me growing up, and I freaking hated it. All my friends were going to the mall, going to the next city to go to the mall because we didn't even have our own mall. Yeah, I'm from the boondocks. And they would go to the arcade, they would go to cinema, or like Jessica's family were going to the lake. And my dad's like, no, we're going to go to the farm. Or my mom, we're going to go to the farm. I freaking hated it. And when I got to LA, I was like, finally, thank God, out of that small, dinky ass town.
And now you don't want to go back to LA.
I can't stand cities anywhere in the world.
Oof, زحمة, just too
Too
much
many
traffic.
people,
Yes,
too
yes.
much, just everything,
People
noise.
in the city, like in Turkey, I'm not going to say in big city, any country we visit, the people outside the city, let's say capital city, we went to all these countries.
Yeah, we've been to over 30 countries.
We went to
between you and me.
Bishkek. I remember.
That's a couple accomplishment, by the way. We've been to over. I was counting the other day because I'm doing that map thing on the wall. Did you get the wood done for the map, the blue thingy?
I gave them that. I haven't followed up with it.
Yeah, for the map. So I was doing that map thingy with you and me. Between us, have been over 30 countries.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we'll count it now at breakfast.
Inshallah.
So I think that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Inshallah more. Yeah, inshallah.
So
Turkey, capital.
And not just any capital city. The people inside the capital are not. I'm not gonna say they're not nice.
Yeah.
They're not nice.
They're living a busy life.
Yes, because it's so busy. And
Yeah.
Tourists, you have to
And you
deal
gotta
with
be
different.
Strong-hearted.
Yes,
it's rough.
you have to deal with different personalities.
Yeah.
So you have to be like.
Yeah.
That. But outside, say,
Country
deserts or country or countryside, anything
Best
outside.
people in the world.
They're very nice, very
Yes,
humble.
humble.
Remember in Kyrgyzstan?
Yeah.
How nice were the
Kyrgyzstan.
people?
Yeah.
حتى Turkey outside, we
Everywhere.
went to Borsa.
Yeah.
Even though it's a city, but the people were very nice. The higher you go,
Yeah.
so
Everywhere. Bosnia.
oh yeah, when we
Greece.
went to the lake. Yeah, Greece when we went to the other.
That lady's house.
Very nice.
Her
yeah.
restaurant. Yeah. Oh, and
Oh, yeah,
Turkey
the
when we went
food.
to for your 45th. What is that area called with the balloon?
Oh, Cappadocia.
Are you at Cappadocia or Docia? Is it Docia or
Whatever
Docia?
it is. Yeah.
Is it Cappadocia or Cappadocia?
Doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
He's busy. He's like they talk too much. It's me. Just ignore them. I'm not listening.
You tune this out, old farts talking.
I try not to because I will edit this later.
What's the next question?
The last one.
I know I have your questions
No,
from me.
خلاص, finish. Favorite movie and quote from it.
Oh, I have to do a PG version because you know what my yippee-ki-yay!
What's the movie?
He's sick now.
Yeah. Die Hard.
Die Hard. I had the duh part. Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay. That's my favorite line. Or anything from Bad Boys.
Bad Boys,
I
Bad
have such
Boys.
a weird personality, Bad Boys. It was in my head.
Everybody knows this song, just this part.
No,
of the
but
song.
like the famous lines. If you want to go to old school, there's like Cleopatra, the Elizabeth Taylor, where she's talking to. And there's so many lines. You say lines.
See, now I'm trying to remember. I can't
Hey,
remember
every
any.
day you say lines, and you'll stick to it for weeks after you watch a movie.
What for me, I said بالعربي in English.
You do English
And
mostly.
Arabic, yes, I do it with Arab people, Arabic. So, but all of them are old movies.
Yeah.
Nothing new. We don't watch new one like you
They
used
don't
to.
have significant
no.
lines anymore. They're not being written.
Nothing that stays with you.
No. Puny. That's my favorite from.
Hulk.
Yeah. I like it. Stuff. Those little things, they stick with me. And there's nothing like deep or quotes or something.
Okay, what about my questions now?
I'll do your questions now. I have no idea what. I didn't even read them yet. She didn't let me read them.
Yeah, she said بساعة تنتهي الفير ما أدري متى. Vampires.
Yeah, our children are vampires in summer. And I can't do anything about it. I'm vampires with them. I joined the club, yes. It's fun. It's summer. You work. Okay. What was... These questions are from Noor El Abdelhadi. Hey, maybe she'll do this for a living. What was your proudest moment in your life? She's not getting fed today, is she? She made you reach inside. Be in touch with yourself, Ahmed.
But you can't say just one. There's many.
Okay, choose one. Proudest moment of your life. For yourself, your life. What?
This can take some time. I'll give you the one who came to me.
Okay, yeah, that's a go with that.
Well, you talked about Hajj, me going to Hajj.
Oh, nice.
My proudest moment was when I finished. You know, I had my uncle. I had surgery before I go, and I wasn't gonna go because I couldn't find any seats, and you know, it was very too much problems before I go. They didn't give me my leave, work, and.
See, I don't remember all that.
You don't remember
I rember
they
Sam
gave
was
me the
sick.
leave before.
Sam got sick while you were on Hajj.
I applied like 3 months before Hajj and didn't approve it until 10 days before Hajj.
Oh, okay, I remember all that.
And I went and I had the triple the amount of the money that Hamlas or whatever they take, and I couldn't find any available seats. So I just gave up and tried to cancel my leave, and somehow I was sitting with my friend Isa and Duani, and he said his uncle have a Hamla. And I went with him to his uncle, and I paid them. And okay, you asked about why it was. I was not. يعني subhanallah, it was written for me to go. But from the way I was not going. يعني. But I woke up one day I want to go to Hajj.
Yeah.
2012, I think, or 13. Was it?
I have no idea.
Or 13. And just woke up one day I want to go to Hajj.
Salim was young. All I remember is that Salim went to the hospital.
Yeah, I remember.
He gets sick. That boy gets sick every time he traveled when he was a kid.
Yeah, I remember.
And then there was like where the hospital put Hajj live.
Baba,
yeah. Said, Baba. And I'm just like, there's like a million gazillion people. Where's Baba? And Bella had a Baba. Okay.
So, and I had surgery before I go, like 10 days before I go with my uncle, remember?
Yeah.
It's just bam.
Subhanallah.
And before they leave, like one day before they leave, they said, maybe it will be delayed. You get, what is it called? Authorized or certificate that you can go through the borders for Mecca. When you can't enter Mecca without it. So this was, and it all happened, alhamdulillah. My proudest moment was my last, in the end, you do the what's it called? Tawaf al-Wada.
Okay.
The last one, I was so tired, my uncle I couldn't stand.
The one that you had the operation.
Subhanallah, يعني قاعد يسخر لك ناس يعني 2 guys. I never know they were Egyptians. I was dead. I couldn't move. I had 11 people with me, but it was too crowded. So as soon as the first one, they were gone. No one was there to help me. And God just put these 2 guys, mashallah alayhim. Allah keep them, يعني Allah يعطيهم العافية. I don't even know their names.
Wow.
They just put me in the middle between them,
and
they kept me going to the last, and they took me to the exit. Yeah. This moment was my proudest moment. I finished Hajj.
What a beautiful moment.
Few other ones, it's not just, but this is one of my best ones. In the last minute, I sat on the floor for 3 hours. I couldn't move.
Yeah.
خلاص.
I'm gonna suffer. Inshallah.
Inshallah. God, He made it easy for me. He will make it easy for you, inshallah. When it's your time.
That's a beautiful moment.
When it's your time, it's your time. Allah,
it's your
you
time.
Just know
from
inside.
And it's going to go through, even if it looks like, all right, thanks for sharing that. I love that. Favorite meal that I make?
Oh, that's not one. There's 2. مقلوبة ولازانيا. That's easy, يعني. So, I like the lasagna. You made it into a family thing. It's not just you that make. يعني when you make the مقلوبة, you make it by yourself.
Yeah.
But the lasagna, everybody helps. Salim, Sarah, Noor, even me. I cut some cheese.
Before the kids were big,
So I like the lasagna because
it's a family.
Everybody
family tradition.
Yes.
And we're not even Italian.
I know, but you just tell we're going to do lasagna today, and they know what to do. Hatta what's missing, they go buy.
Yes.
because today is lasagna day.
Yep.
So I like the lasagna and I like the
مقلوبة.
مقلوبة طبعا.
Dad's recipe. California version. That's what he used to call it.
You would make many, but okay.
Yeah, you keep coming up with ideas of how I can make money. Yeah, I like cooking. You know, it's so, if you remember, I always tell people this story, but I'll say it here for the podcast. When I met you, because we were such foodies, we always talked about food, we were friends.
We were so skinny.
I know, but we were foodies. And you would say, my mom's food is the best cooking. My mom cooks so good. And I would sit there and think to myself, like, yeah, right. Every guy says that about his mom, and their mom cooks like crap. Because I knew that I was a good cook. And it was something that was part of my personality. I was like, yeah, whatever, sure. But when I came to Kuwait, that summer, we gained more than, 5 kilos? More?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we don't need to talk
Within
about that.
1 year, like 2 years.
No, I'm talking about that summer. We came in June, and by the time I went back to work in September, my clothes that I brought with me from America were not fitting me.
She will come ask us what you want to eat for breakfast,
Morning,
lunch, and
dinner, and then late night.
Oh yeah, because we don't have anything.
We're vampires. It's summer, hey, like our kids are doing now. And I would cook with her, and your mom, mashallah, I learned so much from cooking. And we would sit and watch cooking shows, and sometimes she would be watching KTV2 with me. And even though she didn't understand, she would just watch the English TV cooking show. And if it was in green, she'd be like, what's that? What is that, Patty? It's this. Okay. One time. And the next day, she would go in the kitchen and make it. Mashallah. And her majboos.
Oh, she was baby.
And her zabadi.
Oh my God, no one makes.
Mashallah.
Hatta restaurants, they don't make that. I know. That was too sad that no one.
Nobody took after her.
No.
But it turned out you were right. After 25 years, I can tell you that, yes, your mother has the best cooking.
Thank
I'd
you.
like to publicly confirm that. Because every guy says that about his mom, and most are not true. How's your mom cook?
She used to cook amazing.
See? Every guy says
Maybe
that about
it
his mom.
is, yeah.
I
You don't
know.
have to be wrong, yani.
I remember thinking that, but your mom, mashallah. I learned a lot
Are we
from her.
stopping?
Yeah, we should stop right now.
Okay.
We should reset.
أنا ما بقى شيء. But
I'm going to kill your daughter.
but
What kind of question is
طب خلاص, don't say it.
I know. I gotta be authentic.
No, I won't answer.
One thing you don't like about me.
Oh, you too many. Oh no.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh, it is. I thought we're not.
We are doing this episode, let me remind you, because it is our 25-year anniversary.
Okay, وبعدين يعني.
And so this is a celebration
Yeah, I
of
will
our
celebrate.
love. Why would she put a question like that? One thing you don't like about me. I didn't get a question like that.
طبعا.
Noor Uthman.
Angel from the sky.
She is a daddy's girl, by the way.
Yeah, طبعا. She knows if she put something wrong.
Okay, one thing you don't like about me, I'm just going to listen and take it with a grain of salt. As the eyebrows up.
See, I was thinking it's too many.
That is just cruel.
But now, can't get one.
What's one thing I need to work on as I'm maturing into the woman that God designed me to be?
See, I can tell you
be
one of
honest.
the things I don't like. Well, the most thing, but you have to. See, one of us have to be one. You like to control everything. You don't know how to let go. You have big kids now.
Yeah.
You don't need. This is what you need. Just let go. Let them
Well, it's one of the reasons why I married you is because you grounded me.
fly.
You, and I say it to everybody, you taught me how to laugh. I was so freaking, I had to be. My life situation, what happened with my life and everything. I was on my own. I was a young woman on my own. I had to control everything or all hell would have broken loose and I've been a lost soul.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Years
And
ago.
I married you because you brought comfort. Like the Quran says, you brought comfort to me. You taught me how to laugh. You made me laugh. And even all those years where I sit there and like, oh, you don't take things seriously. You make a joke out of every freaking thing. But that is what has kept us going. You taught me how to laugh. The age that we were, university life, and you would show up Friday night. And what am I doing? I'm organizing, like the people that are now famous on TikTok for organizing their closets and making all the colors from white to black. And I was doing that.
Yeah, I remember the dirty clothes in the other direction. Whatever.
Yeah, I had turned the hanger. So I would
so you turn the hanger this way.
Yeah, I have
Well, you can't do that
control
anymore.
issues.
You have 4 kids.
Having
you have 5 kids and 10 cats. You can't be organized.
I know, exactly. And a lot of my anxiety, because when you start having kids, and we had 4 and 5 years, do you remember how everything, the coaster, everything had its place in our apartment?
Not anymore.
And when you have 4 children and they're all walking and playing age at the same time, absolute freaking chaos. And then your son came in and he was like Mr. Hyper.
He was hyper, but he's the only one who took after you. It's just strange. Your son is the organized one.
Our daughters are slobs.
They're like me.
We just said that live.
You you open each one's room and
my son is organized.
Bobu's semi,
yeah.
But
Noor is after somebody very close to me.
No, she's like me. No hope for her.
So I need to let go. I'm working on that. I need to be less control, and this is part of what I'm learning now. This, what is it in Arabic? Yaqeen, the certainty, and I'm learning this aspect and attribute of Allah, that He is in control. You know, we have that famous saying in America, you know, astaghfirullah, but they say, let Jesus take the wheel, right? That's the concept of that. For me, that's what I need to, a lot of things. Yeah. You're right.
And alhamdulillah, I'm not saying anything.
You're right.
Our kids are not bad.
No, I know. It's not the kids. It's my personality. Yes, and I had to. But alhamdulillah.
But when you started letting go, we had blood pressure problems. Your blood pressure start to go down. Yes or no? Yeah. So
my personality. The doctor said type A personality. Yeah.
But you changed. You used to be way worse now.
I'm a thug unicorn. Happiest or funniest moment in our marriage? Oh, this is interesting. This is getting raw, people. Nitty gritty. And this is a first, because the brother, Athman, does not talk about these things. So this will be a
brother doesn't talk about anything. His answer, yes, no. Maybe so, that's it.
So what is the happiest or funniest moment in our marriage?
I don't know, happiest.
I'm trying to think. When we travel, when our children were born, definitely.
Yeah, one of them is when Noor.
Yeah, our first.
She's the first one who had it. And how my family, Baba, he came to her. So this is one.
I think
when we moved to our first apartment, and
we
were alone. You always had have my own apartment to have them.
Yeah.
When we moved in together.
And when we would eat food.
Always food. It's always about food.
Do you remember that trip on Venice Beach when we rented the bikes? And I got so tired at the end. We did the bicycle and you had to pedal me on the handlebars. I was skinny then.
Yeah, and I was skinny then too. And we drove back from Venice to Santa Monica.
And we had nothing to do.
We didn't drive.
No studying.
We did bicycle all the way back.
You know, that was those are the happiest times when we can just be ourselves and not have so much responsibility.
I know
and I think we're getting back. I think we're getting into that era now.
When you have the kids,
no, but we take more things. We do more things for ourselves. We've taken a few trips alone. It took 20 years for us to take trips alone. We've taken Dubai, Turkey. We've enjoyed.
Inshallah, soon. We'll do the
Inshallah.
big one.
I really want to go see Aurora.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Please.
Inshallah.
Please.
طب خلي هذه find us.
I want to see the northern lights before they disappear on us.
Inshallah.
It's on my bucket list. Speaking of bucket list, the last question. Is that I'm done with her things? Yes. Yeah, we talked about adventures and next trip, which is Aurora. Inshallah. Bucket list. So I made this podcast as one of my bucket lists of approaching 50. In 1 week I'll be 50. What is your bucket list? Your age 50 bucket list as a dude, Yani? What do you want for yourself?
You will be shocked. This just came to me a few days ago. It's something new, يعني. And I want, because it's like something caused something else, يعني. My memory started coming back. Yes. So now I'm remembering things, remember old things.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I want to, by 50, I want to memorize at least juz min al-Quran.
Nice.
This just came to me a few days ago.
Nice, inshallah.
At
Especially
least
because your memory issues. Yeah,
Yes.
you were struggling.
Because I heard there is,
Okay.
يعني from هذا that when you start memorizing Quran, your memory will get better.
MashaAllah.
So I said,
That's nice. Yeah, especially with your memory. That's
this
a
is
nice
one of
goal.
the things. I want to retire. One of the other bucket list things. I want to retire comfortably. That me and my kids don't, يعني all of us don't worry about.
Yeah.
I don't want to be rich and all that, but I want
Comfortable.
to be, yes, don't worry about money.
Self-sustaining.
This is,
What about a wacky bucket list thing? Something bizarre and weird you want to see, try, do? No.
Response.
Something funky. Anything funky? Now we're recording.
Okay.
So, I don't like your bucket list. Something you're going to memorize Quran and Juz Quran, inshallah. What is something wacky, weird?
no. I've always wanted to do, I don't know what they're called. Parachute when you jump from the airplane, what they're called. What they call
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Skydiving.
Skydiving.
Thank you, Omar. Me no English, me no Arabic.
Yeah.
Me just
Too
turning
many
50.
things. But
So after 50, you want to
Not
pay
after
someone.
now. No. But this is one of my
Bucket
things
list.
I want to do.
You pay someone to push you out of an airplane
But
to
then
fall to
yeah.
your. I will take insurance out.
And
me,
one
like I
thing,
said.
one other thing I want to do, what they call scuba diving or something. That's what it's called. I want to learn,
Diving.
just to learn, or to use the gun for fishing or hada.
Yeah, we
My
have
best
in
friend,
Kuwait.
one of my friends, he's an
And
instructor.
Koot.
mal hada.
Koot. Koot is a diver. You go travels around the world.
So I just at least try it.
You want
once.
to try it because you like the other one when we go, the one that's sticking out of the water. Was that called snorkeling? You like that?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
وين كان
So
هذا؟
now you wanna do
yeah.
under.
زنزبار. Yeah, لما رحنا زنزبار.
So
It
now
was
you want
fun.
to do under.
Just
You
to
should
try.
do that. Just try it.
Just try it.
That's a nice bucket list. I like that. So have you decided where we're going to go eat? Because we're at the end of our podcast.
Right.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
You know, I actually learned some new stuff about you.
It's,
And I've been married to you for 25 freaking years.
yes.
Inshallah 100.
But ليش? That's bad.
Cut! Cut! He's getting ADHD on
It
me
was
now.
fun.
Did you enjoy it?
I thought.
Thanks for coming.
I
today.
thought it was going to be harder than this. يعني أنا will not,